So
yeah, they could do like anything with their powers, and they just choose to do YouTube.
I know.
It's so good.
That's why it's good.
Welcome to episode 41 of the Amb Ant Podcast. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Amber, coerced again, in the same day, to do the podcast.
Let's go. And today we are talking about Isekai Ojisan, also known as Uncle from Another World.
Yes, Isekai Ojisan. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Just like Ojisan asked his subscribers, well, not subscribers, watchers, to subscribe. Please. Thank you.
True. Same.
They need to learn from him.
Yeah, no, he's a genius, for sure.
Yeah.
Please subscribe.
Yeah, he got like 3 million views. And he has over 1,000 subscribers. He's monetized.
Exactly. Monetization, YouTube partner. It's just hilarious, man. Like, just the way they have like a bunch of real stuff, like real other animes or like just real world stuff in there. It's just so funny. It's like a parody of everything.
Yeah, they have so much like random references, and also like they specifically chose 2017 and then to 2018 for all of these like references about like the change in rules about like monetization and shit. It's just genius.
It's so good. It's just so crazy. I mean, this one was just an adventure.
Yeah. What is it about?
This one is about a uncle who is who basically got hit by a truck 17 years ago at age 17 and he got isekai'd. You know, it's a very common plot. Then he ends up going to a world known as
what is the
Grand Bahamal. Yes.
Okay.
That one.
That's.
It's pretty good. So, pretty classic stuff. We don't learn too much. We just kind of see him waking up from his 17-year-old journey. And then he just can do a bunch of magic and cool tricks and like he's super powerful and stuff like that. So it just becomes really I don't know, it just instead of using his powers to like do real stuff in the world, they just try to grow their YouTube channel.
Yes.
And that's just so good.
Yeah. They're they're YouTubers. My brain is not working anymore. This is like 3 a.m. Even though we used to do it like later, but then like, oh, excuse me, I'm like saying wrong things. Anyways,
It's okay.
thank you for your
Is it okay?
patience. No, yes.
Yes.
Yes. I am giving myself a pass. But yeah, like, it kind of reminds me of Psychic Soul a little.
Oh, yeah. Psychic. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's, like, more relatable. Even though this is even more unrelatable, like, in the sense that, like, he has superpowers. But then maybe it's also because, like, we're trying to do YouTube. And...
yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah.
They're just like... It's like, how do we get more views? It's like, oh, we gotta clickbait the image.
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, we gotta use him. Use him immediately as he's turning into a girl. It's so crazy, man.
And also, it's just like,
so
I relate to the uncle that like his YouTuber dreams were crushed when he was like, oh, he didn't want to just like be a girl, and then he was like, you know, we need to like keep it pure. It's like a gaming channel. Like you didn't even fucking like include the gaming video footage, and then everyone's like, we don't need the gaming footage. We just want to see the cute girl. So then I was like, oh shit, because I feel like I'm more like the person who's like, oh, I want to make it, you know, research based one day. I want analysis. when in reality, when you like attach boobs to the thumbnail, it just all of a sudden
it just blows up
yeah.
immediately.
God damn.
Yeah. It's pretty good. So realistic.
Actually.
YouTube partner program as well. It's just like, oh
The
my god,
email.
regulations.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, I even heard about that back then. I was like, what the? It's so real. Yeah, but so funny. So good.
He just uses his power in the most like inefficient way. Like
Yeah.
it's like
It's just the stupidest way possible. You just kind of...
yeah, it's like
it's so creative.
like
Super creative.
avoid delivery fees by
Yeah.
like just like going there to like get the thing.
Yeah, like they're not gonna try to make money like some actual way. They're just gonna try to like do some like super roundabout way. So like trying to gain revenue from like posting weird magic stuff
Yes.
on YouTube for like YouTube ad revenue. And I'm just like, dude.
They're all so stupid.
when he's just like, I'm a YouTuber. When he just like,
Yeah, like
it's
like
too good.
and the girl was just like, oh, he's unemployed, and then he's like, no, I'm a YouTuber.
It's like, it's the same thing. Couldn't stop laughing as we were watching this.
I know.
It's just that good.
But like the animation was actually bad though. But then like it's just how it's written isn't such a like they're all so stupid. Like the two main characters, like the uncle and Takafumi,
Yeah.
are also stupid. But then it's not like it's written as like, oh yeah, you just look at them and laugh at them. It's not really like that. It's like it's very witty, and then you can tell that the creators are really like smart about it. So then it's like it's just good.
Yeah, no, they did really well here. I feel like because they like included a bunch of like even the Attack on Titan
Oh my
like little
God.
bit that was so
When
funny.
I
And
saw
then-
the wall, I was like, oh, like before the like head even came up, I was like, this is Attack on Titan for sure.
yeah, you know what that's about, and you're just like, oh my god. And then after that, it's like there was even what is it, like JoJo reference right there with like the little hat thing, Jotaro. Saw that.
Yeah, the
It's just-
unicorn.
Oh, it's so good. Like there's just a lot packed into this. There's just a lot of like
Evangelion. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
Evangelion.
god.
It's just
Or
like I know
Evangelion,
what
I don't
true
know how
love
to-
is.
But Eva. Like it's like I
Yeah.
know of mature love because I watched Eva when I was young. And
Yeah.
like me too. I felt that. I thought
Dude,
I
like-
understood the world.
The uncle is just such a loser though.
know.
It's so crazy.
Like this is honestly what I like to see from not really like because like when I was watching Mushoku Tensei, I kept on complaining about how like the person didn't feel like someone who lived to like in his like late 30s and is a loser. But then this person feels like a loser, like from head to toe. Like he is a loser, even though he spent 17 years in that other world and then like, you know,
Yeah.
learned magic and everything. But then after he came back, like he's still like a geek about like the games he really likes to play. And then he's like a loser because like he can't really understand social cues and like, you know, even socialize normally. And I kind of love that about this.
Yeah, it's like really so I kind of it's just so cringe that it's really funny.
Yeah.
Like how much of a loser he is. But there is one thing that they did in the beginning that I thought was really smart. He had a notebook that he wrote down like all the things that like kind of troubled him, and that he would try to like erase his memory.
Yeah.
I still don't know if it like 100% works.
Yeah. We don't know.
But like he basically tries to write it down and then erase his memory. And then that's pretty crazy. And then like
it's
it just
dark. It's honestly really
yeah,
dark.
that's some dark stuff. Yeah, that's some dark stuff. But essentially like what happens is like when you like maybe don't face your fears or don't face your, you know, past, then like you just kind of avoid it, then you get stuck like being a loser.
Yeah.
I don't know, like for 17 years essentially.
Oh, I really like that. That's a good interpretation.
So
yeah, I
just,
didn't really think
saw
about that when, again, like when he was like doing it, I was kind of like, oh, that's funny and dark. But yeah, it might
pretty
be
insane.
why he couldn't like grow and mature mentally.
Yeah, I just noticed, I was like, wow, he's not like processing anything. He's just trying to write it down and like forget immediately. And I'm sure like when he was over at the other world, it worked. So
yeah,
you know.
God damn, that's sad. That's deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's just like he literally couldn't understand that the girl liked him, even though it was like clear.
Yeah.
And then I love how like they kind of mentioned like, oh, the idea of tsundere came 4 years after he like got into a coma.
Yeah.
So then he couldn't understand like the concept
Right,
of a tsundere at that point.
Right, because he would for sure, that's a plot hole, right? Because he was for sure, since he's like in an otaku who's like, you know, all that, and then he would for sure understand.
Yeah, and I love how
yeah.
it's like, oh, because he wasn't from that era, but like he watched Evangelion, but then he didn't understand, like, because Asuka is the first girl that kind of like, he's like, she's like the first tsundere of the anime world, right? But then like when she was on TV, there wasn't like a label for that kind of character yet, and then it was clear that like Asuka liked Shinji, but then to the uncle, he was like, oh yeah, he likes Kaji, or she likes Kaji. Oh my god, I cannot speak.
She likes Kaji.
And then, or some, like, the older dude, but then you didn't watch Evangelion, so it's okay. But then it was, like, clear that, like, she just kept on, like, talking about it, so then it seemed like, oh, yeah, this is the person that I like. But then, like, he was, like, older and then, like, way out of her league. But then she was comfortable talking about that, but then she couldn't talk about her real feelings about Shinji.
Right.
So then, like, the uncle didn't understand the concept of a tsundere when you speak...
I see.
like lies about like your actual feelings. You can't, like, you start to avoid, you know. Yes, I cannot speak.
Wow, that's so clever. That's actually so smart.
It is.
Like, he doesn't understand tsundere, so then he like would think that, so then he wouldn't like know that the elf girl was like after him the entire time.
Exactly.
So good.
And then they don't spell it out for you completely, because they kind of trust the audience that like we already kind of know these anime or just like gaming kind of like, we're in this culture, so then it's kind of like, oh, we just trust that you will understand kind of, and I really like that.
Everybody here is a loser, so we all would know.
It's very confident
so
in its writing, because sometimes I really hate it when like shows kind of like spell everything out for you. It's like, oh yeah, he doesn't understand tsundere, and then it's because, like, I don't know, like, he misinterpreted this sentence, but then it's not like that. They did it, like, in a more, like, secretive kind of way that's almost like a code, and then you're just like, but then you get it because you're of this caliber. Yeah.
That, like, brushed right past me, because I didn't, you know, watch it, so. Wow.
But it's just
pretty impressive.
It's very genius, and it's just, you can tell like it's just good writing. Yeah.
Damn.
But at the same time, I'm kind of worried that I'll get kind of used to this pacing and then get bored of it soon.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's only been 3 episodes. It's been hilarious so far. I just don't know, like there's not even that many episodes out right now, so we can't really continue right now anyway. So I mean, it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun, like packed into like 3 episodes right there. It's so like creative too. I don't think like I can compare it to anything. This is so stupid. It's so weird. Like, it's just
I love how you're like, it's so stupid, but it's so weird.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Like,
it is.
Okay, so it's like a reverse isekai where he like gets isekai back. Isekai there and isekai back. So it's like an isekai and then a reverse isekai where he gets, you know. And then it's like also you have it's not the main character getting isekai, so it's like somebody else getting isekai, so it's like kind of troll in that way. I don't think I've seen isekai.
Yeah.
Like even from all the isekai I've watched, that's kind of done this. I think I've heard of some, but like I don't know if I've watched it. Like there was one where I don't know, like it's like your mom gets isekai'd with you into another world.
Yeah,
There
I've
was one
heard
like
about that.
Yeah, but I don't think there was one that like you have an uncle that like you have a relative that like gets isekai'd back into your world, into the real world. Like I don't think I've seen that or yeah, I don't
or
think I have.
anything like this. It's like, I mean, having the complete same plot, that would be like stupid, like plagiarism. But then like even something like this, for sure. And I really like how it's not just about like, oh, this person trying to adapt back into the real world. Like they also added the element that he retains all of his powers. And then he can get all the tools from like the dimension kind of like gate.
He does a little Doraemon thing. He
Yeah.
just pulls it out of a pouch.
Yeah, and it's
pulls
like,
it out of him.
yeah, it's like I need a knife to like open this package, and then it's like this, I don't know, just
He's got a magic sword.
yeah, it's a sword basically, or like a dagger, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's used to like slay the dragon. Be careful.
Yeah.
It's so
They could do like anything with their powers, and they just choose to do YouTube.
I know.
It's so good.
That's why it's good.
It's so good.
They can
It's such
probably-
Asian humor too.
Yeah, it's like
So
they
crazy.
can probably like create money, but then they don't.
Yeah.
They struggle.
And then they eat like soba noodles every day.
And then it's like soba noodles from like the like instant package, like if you saw, and then it's like, oh god.
Yeah, and it's like whenever something traumatic happens, Takafumi just like moves on. He's just like, okay. And he's like, do you want some soba?
Yeah.
It's like, he's just so he's just so like confused and like distraught. He doesn't have any words. He just moves on. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, like speaking of like being distraught and all that, it's like it might be a strange comparison, but then it almost makes it feel like what we talked about in the last episode, like ReZero, because like when we saw, I don't remember, Subaru like kind of deal with a lot of trauma in the isekai world, it's not as entertaining as when we see like the uncle deal with a lot of like very dark stuff, because it's also very dark. It's not like, oh yeah, he's just like super swag in like the isekai world, and then he's just like, yeah, everyone just like loves him because he's so powerful, which he is super powerful. And then it's just the attitude is so much more positive, and then like it's like just self-deprecating like humor rather than like self-pity. It's like, oh my god, I deal with so much trauma. Fuck, what should I do? And then I feel like that makes it a lot more endearing.
I think like Subaru's situation was just there's a lot of it. There's a lot of like trauma and stuff where he's like, it's just annoying, and he's like so weak. But the thing is, like the uncle here, he's like really strong, so that kind of takes the edge off. And then it's also like he just does whatever, and like nobody likes him because he's ugly, and he's just called orc face. And then it's just like, and he's like, okay. Yeah. Also, but he creates technology, and then he just like they just destroy it. Yeah. They just destroy it. It's so good.
I like that he like kept his ugly face in the world, because like again, one of my complaints about Mushoku Tensei was like, oh my god, he just like became this like blonde, blue-eyed, beautiful child when he was like an overweight, like basically like an Ojisan that's just like hikikomori, never went out of his house kind of thing.
Yeah. So they kept that trope, and then they smashed it into the other world as well. He doesn't become cool. He stays a loser. He like doesn't get the girls. It's like he gets the girls, but he doesn't even get it.
Yeah, but all the girls actually do like him. So it's kind of like, they're all like, it could be a harem, but then it didn't. Kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I don't know. The girls probably like them because he saved them, because he's super strong, and then they're like, oh, this guy's cool. He's strong.
Yeah, and
but he's like also, you know, so good.
The tsundere really knows him, but then still, like, she just couldn't get him because he just like ran away from her every time. It's like yeah, now you have to treat me to dinner, and then he's just like, I need to run. She's gonna exploit me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I was like, true. That is what a girlfriend does, but you know, like, it's true. Yeah.
Oh no!
I have personal experience.
Treat you to dinner? I'll treat you to dinner, babes.
Oh, no, it's okay.
No. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fair. That's expected. But I will.
Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
Okay. But what did you think about this one overall?
Again, as I've said when I was watching it, and as I've said before, I'm just a little worried about me getting bored with it, because I feel like what can happen next, kind of. And then if it doesn't, like, I don't think I can watch this every single day. I feel like I can watch this like once a week and find it hilarious. But then if I were to watch too much of it, I feel like I'll just be like, oh, it gets repetitive. But yeah, that's like what I'm concerned about.
So what did you think of it? So what would you rate it?
I feel like for like the first 3 episodes, because I would rate it like, honestly, like an 8.5. Yeah.
Oh snap!
Huh?
I'd give this like a 9.5. It's pretty good.
I feel like 8.5, 9, but like I'm just worried.
Well, I mean, you're worried about something that didn't happen yet. You're still highly entertained by this.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but you
some good
know,
stuff.
like how I am. You know me.
Yeah.
I don't just think about the here and now. I think about the future and what might happen and all the other possibilities.
Oh my
so
God. You're so smart. Wow. Lots of computing power there, huh?
Why? Why are you like this? You're mocking me.
Big genius.
You know, we can talk about this like this in private, but we cannot.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
You're shaming
Okay,
me.
but
okay.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. You're big smarts, because all I'm saying is, wait. Okay. Anyway, like this one's hella good.
Yeah.
It's definitely a gem.
You see, I chose this.
Yeah.
I'm proud of
I chose
myself.
this.
But
This is my choice. Technically.
No, more technically is my choice, but fine, we'll give it to you. God damn it. Fuck.
Well, it is my turn, so.
It is your turn, but I suggested
and I technically chose this.
You asked me, what should we watch? Anyways, whatever.
Alright, that's fair. Alright, guys. Please subscribe if you made it this far.
Yes.
If you liked our trolling.
And please watch this.
We need it.
Like, please watch this anime. Like, even if you hate isekai like me, like, you should just watch it. Because, like, oh, is this cool?
It's not really an isekai.
It's not
just
really
a
isekai.
comedy. It's a parody.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because there are, like, clips of, like, his experience in the other world.
Yeah.
And then it's, like, super generic. With, like, a twist always. It's like,
yeah.
Oh, like, I really liked how it's, like, the girl was like, yeah, we can't avoid the huge casualties. Like, I will kill the Titans myself, kind of thing. And then
That
it's
was
just like,
so
oh,
unexpected.
I know.
That was so crazy.
Yeah.
You'd never expect that.
Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna, like, subvert, right? Like, subvert my expectations. But then I was like, oh yeah, either he's gonna, like, run, right? Like, he's just gonna, like, hide or something. Or he's gonna, like, I mean, to not subvert my...
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, because it's Attack on Titan parody, she was just gonna go into, like, gear mode and, like, slash the eyes.
Yeah, and I thought that at first I was like, he's gonna be Levi, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then rather than, like, fighting, it's just like, oh yeah, I repaired the barrier. And I was like...
Then she crashed into a wall.
I know, and I was like...
It's just like you just don't expect this stuff. It's so genius.
Yeah, he's like a.
It's like what like based on our parody, what would the audience expect our parody to do? And then not do that.
Yeah. It's just like they're so smart.
Yeah. Some good stuff.
Yes, watch it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, and bye.
Bye, guys.